Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Take Me Out This Chat. You here with Bucky, Chef Marv, and the homie G's.
Yo, what's good?
What's up with y'all, man?
How was your week, man?
I would say a good week.
Yeah.
Productive.
Yeah, productive week for me.
Productive week for myself as well. Rainy day today though. But,
Hell
you know,
yeah,
it
man.
is what it
I
is.
out
like
there.
these days sometimes.
Kick it in the crib type day.
Yeah, kick
Fall
it.
back.
fall
I mean, it's
back.
fall back. I mean, it's football Sunday too, so
Right.
you know it's a blessing for that. Even though both our teams is looking like trash, you know what I'm saying?
Dumpster
wanna,
juice, man.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really want to get into that, but
You know, we ain't really been talking about football on this joint, and I'm good with that because you know, what I mean, there's more to life than football.
Facts.
You sound like
Yeah,
you
man.
sound like a hurt fan. You sound like
Niggas
a
is
hurt
hurt
fan.
right
I ain't
now,
gonna
man.
front. Like I'm feeling the same way. We both expect we both had high hopes for our teams.
Teams is looking like
Teams
shit
is
right
looking
now.
like shit, man. And I'm going to that game next week, and that's another.
You know,
Yeah, man.
I mean,
whatever. You know, we'll be right into the
yeah.
topic, man. What we talking about today?
But
Buck?
anyway, this week's topic we talked about in the chat, and I thought we bring it to the attention of the people is at what point, if when you're in a relationship, at what point do you address your mate when they starting to slip?
What you mean slip though?
Like, you know, they starting to let themselves go physically, in a mental state, anything, like they not dressing the way they used to dress, you know what I'm saying? When y'all first started dating, they just getting comfortable in that mode. You know, they used to be
So they got the bonnet on all the time.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I sometimes like the bonnet, but yeah, you know, the bonnet all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie though. Sometimes I feel like, not me for instance, but I feel like some people in relationships, it makes them feel better when you shouldn't be this way, but when your significant other is like comfortable.
I mean, of course you could be comfortable, but he's talking about slipping like they
Yeah,
just
like
stop
I don't
taking
want you
care
to
of
get comfortable to the
themselves.
point where your health is an issue. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna speak on the person, but like I said, I brought it to y'all attention in the chat because I was driving down the block and I seen somebody that I used to see, and like, I mean, they were always like a thicker person, but now I went from thick to like concerning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
there's
don't-
no other way to
listen,
put it. Like,
I
it's
don't-
concerning.
You
like,
said you couldn't tell if she was pregnant or not, right?
no,
you had the question
and it sounds funny, but the two things I asked in the chat was, is Shorty pregnant? And if she's not pregnant, does she have a condition? Because I didn't want to sit here and be clowning some Shorty,
Right.
Because like,
got thyroid.
But I
or
don't
something.
think
Yeah.
that's necessarily anything to do with relationship based. I just think, you know, as we get older, you know, shit can fall off the rails quick if you're not on your taking care of yourself and on your health.
but I'm saying, if you in a relationship, is your mate gonna let you know that?
He's saying it's okay to like check your mate and say, hey, listen, you know, you slipping a little bit. You starting to
as
look
you
a little.
as you should, just like your mate should check you.
But is it happening? Because I know, like,
I can only base off my situation, but like in your situation, are you checking your wife?
I mean, yeah. If I feel, but we all know my wife little. You know what I'm saying? But like, if she was to get a little out of control, yeah. And I to be completely honest, I brought it up to her in a way on my behalf when I was like getting out of shape and shit like that. I'm like, so why didn't you feel the need to say something to me about it? Like, you know what I mean?
You want your wife to say something.
And like,
to you.
and that's more or less
Yeah.
where I was at with her. Like, why didn't you feel the need to have to say something to me about it? And she's like, and I get it. I see you every day. Like, the same way you don't see yourself growing, I don't see yourself growing. But I'm like, it gets to a point where like I go from 1X shirts, 2X shirts, like 3X shirts. Like, you starting to see me in these different size shirts you're not used to seeing me in. Hey, you seeing me?
Yeah, but
if no one else
like I
sees you
said,
more exposed, it's your mate.
I mean, like you said, you know, your significant other should
caring after a
should
little
check,
bit.
but it's on you to check yourself to keep it a
Yeah,
bean.
you know
like,
when you getting big.
like
you know when you getting out of shape.
like there's times you wake up and like recently I've been going through this, like, and I've been getting back into dieting and
right.
and working out or so called, you know what I mean, but like, you know, you're not happy with yourself at a point,
right?
You know what I mean, it'll just be that one day you look in the mirror or something, you be like, or damn, it's hard for you to tie your sneakers,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
no,
shit that you is making you uncomfortable, and then you know it takes for you to go through that to really get on it. Like, it don't matter what nobody else say to you. At the end of the day,
Buck
you gotta
just
check
saying,
yourself.
like, yeah, you definitely gotta check yourself. Buck just saying, should your mate do it too? Should your mate let you know, like, hey, listen, babe, you know, I love you, but
And if
You
she
know, you
does,
slipping
and
a
if he
little
or she
bit.
does, should you be offended by it?
No, you
Like,
shouldn't be
no, you
offended
shouldn't
at
be
all.
offended by it at all.
As long as your communication is A1
Yeah.
or at least close to A1, y'all, I don't think you will feel
Do
offended.
you think people get offended though?
Hell yeah, people
And
get
do you think
offended.
that's why people don't say something? Because like I could like to be honest, bro. Like if you'd have seen what I saw, like I felt like I low key like I was kind of upset at the mate, like at the man. Like you, come on, cuz.
But that same man that we talking about, he looked that way a couple years ago. Keep it being like he
yeah.
was that big too. Like he tightened up a
yeah.
little bit. Maybe she, like you said, maybe she got a condition. I don't know.
Like I'm not even. It's funny. I'm not trying to make
know.
it seem funny though. Like you know what I mean. But that's really what I asked. Like I'm like that shorty got a condition because like I don't want to be on no shit where I'm like, damn shorty, like you out here losing yourself. But people, there's real conditions.
listen,
People be on shit.
I'm gonna be real with
medications
you,
and
man.
all that.
That's just life sometimes. And like I said, some people don't manage it well. Like you know how this shit be. You had kids, you got you got all types of responsibilities and like other shit going on, and you start eating and you're laying around. You know this shit happens fast, bro.
That,
right,
that
you
dad
right
bod.
about it.
That dad bod.
eating
man.
and laying the fuck around and just you know what I mean.
Facts.
It happens fast. You
Nah,
put a bean on in 5 months.
Whoa.
Nah.
Damn.
You can put a bean on in 5
lot,
months.
That's tubs of ice cream every night.
I mean, if you're doing
Bags of cheese noodles and
if
shit.
you putting shit on like that, like you said, you
Nah, listen. The
you know
older,
you
listen.
be
The
out of
older
control.
we
Yeah.
get, your metabolism starts
Slows
to
down,
slow,
yeah.
and if you're not working out and you're not active during the day, you eating all you.
Some
Just,
people though, that ain't true for everybody. Cause some
No.
niggas eat all the time and don't gain fucking weight at all. Like damn.
And I mean, and that doesn't make them healthy neither. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, only you know your mate. But what I'm saying is, like, at some point, you gotta be like, look, let's try different diet recipes, shit like that. Like, just, you can make it very discreet as far as how you want to try to change and help your mate. But what I'm starting to see is a lot of people are letting their mates get to the point where they're out of control. And then what ends up happening is that they end up breaking up. And now they hit that moment of depression and things of that nature.
now they
Because
motivated. Now they
now
motivated to
wanna
get back in the
now
gym.
Now gym bod all 2000.
Yeah, you're right though. I don't know why it's like that though.
Like,
Because
you know
like
what
you
I'm
said,
saying?
as soon as somebody breaks up, the first thing they want to do is
Is get
start
in the
working
gym.
out, start
Like,
making
you ain't
themselves
have
look
time.
better.
My thing
But
is, though,
why
yeah,
weren't you
because-
doing that when you was in a relationship?
But it makes
though?
perfect sense though.
It
How?
don't.
Listen.
It-
When
you can't-
when you're in a relationship, like I said, when you have something secured in, our natural instincts as humans are to become comfortable,
Right.
to relax. Now, when a motherfucker tell you they don't want to be with you no more or leave you for somebody else, your confidence gets hit,
Yeah, no, go ahead.
hits the floor.
I hear what you're going.
So now you gotta build yourself back up.
Right.
The only way to build yourself back up is, you know what I mean? What's the first thing people usually need
Notice
to do?
your
No,
physique.
yeah,
Work
but
out.
not even that. Like now you gotta feel like somebody wants you,
Right.
Right.
or
you wanna
feel like
attractive.
you can go. You know what I mean? You can go out there and get something.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not attractive, what you gotta do? You gotta get in the gym.
Right.
You gotta get in the gym and build yourself back up. Build your self confidence back
My
up.
thing is, a lot of times when that goes on, and they're in relationships, they don't have time. But all of a sudden, when they're single, they have as much time. as
Yeah,
it
because
takes.
you're not out here fishing.
But I'm saying, where's the time come from? Like you had time.
Yeah,
if
listen.
you don't have time when
Listen,
you're in a
listen.
relationship, how do all of a sudden?
Because
get
you
time?
stop, like I'm not saying you should do this, but people stop caring when they're with somebody
Mm-hmm.
Like you said,
because
they
they're
get
not
comfortable.
actively. Yeah, they're not actively trying to look good and dress to impress.
But they should, though. That's the thing. That's the problem. Like, you're saying it's cool.
Listen. You should always do that, but let's be honest.
That's not. That's, yeah.
Some people's situations, like if your girl getting dressed all sexy every day, like some men ain't with that. Like, damn, what you trying to go out and bag another nigga?
That's insecure.
I hear,
Insecure,
but
like.
there's people like that. There's a lot of people. I hear Shorty say that, like,
Shorty's
damn,
dressing up. That
Damn,
gives
what
them
you-
confidence.
what you
They
out
want
here
to feel
doing?
pretty. Why wouldn't
I
they want to
appreciate
feel
that.
pretty and
Yeah.
smell good? Like I want my
Appreciate
girl to
that.
look good. My lady
I'm
when
just-
she gets
I'm
dressed in
just
the
telling
morning,
you, there are
she's
people like that though.
yeah, but you gotta let them be that, man. That
Because
gives
the
them
moment
confidence.
you start doing that is where that comes in. Where he don't want me to look good, so I might as well stop caring. You know what I mean? And then that's when it comes from the bonnet every day to, man, I eat whatever the hell I want, to the hell with eating whatever I want. I'm gonna dress how I want. Now they start letting themselves go, and now that mate becomes unattractive to them because what attracted them in the first place is you don't want the world to see, but in all actuality, that's that person's personality. So now you broke her. You're breaking that woman's spirit, telling her you don't want her to look like that. And then now you become unattractive.
Just telling you, there's some men that do that. I don't do that.
But this is the cycle that happens.
But my thing is, like I said, it really comes down to like, you know what I mean, taking care of yourself for all the right reasons.
Right.
For the right reasons.
Right.
Like a lot of times, like people do things for justification from others.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be about that. It shouldn't be about like I'm
right.
trying to look good and stay healthy because I'm trying to go out and fuck some bitches, or I'm trying to go out and get some niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It should be because I'm trying to live a healthier, longer lifestyle.
As a man in a
I'm trying to have more
relationship,
energy and be more productive in life.
But listen, as a man in a relationship, like you might need to go buy your lady an outfit here and there. Like you might want to, if you want her to look sexy, you might have to go to the store and grab her that
and treat her.
lingerie.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Listen,
Yes,
babe, I
sir.
bought you something.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, damn, okay, all right. Now they feeling like, all right, I like that a little bit.
Yeah, man. But what I'm saying is like, it just sucks because they'll let themselves go, male or female, until it's to the point where there's a point of no return, and then it becomes a health issue, and that's where I'm more or less at it. Especially in today's day and age where like the fitness kick is where it's at. Like everybody's in the fitness, everybody's. I mean, getting their bodies intact, even if it's
Plant-based diets and all that.
Yeah, you know, like. Even if it's fad diets, like
I wouldn't say everybody, but there's a nice,
but
but
that's the big thing right now.
nice
Everybody wants to get back in,
collective
get
group
in
of
the
people.
shape, get themselves back in order, and things of that nature. And when you start seeing people, not saying like not thinking on the same wavelength of you, but like more or less letting themselves go, and you're thinking, because I'm not thinking of being better than anyone. I'm thinking of like, I feel concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more concerned than anything else. Cause that's the first thing I said to y'all. Like, yo, like nigga, I'm really concerned. Like this ain't on no funny shit. Like I was like, I'm concerned.
concerned.
Yeah, like that. Did I not say that? I said I was concerned. Nigga.
I don't know about all that. I ain't concerned about like, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? You got.
I mean, I just want everybody to live a healthy life in general, and you know how that goes. But at the same time, I don't want nobody letting themselves go, and don't let nobody. I appreciate what you're saying as far as you want to do it for yourself, but at the same time, like in my eyes, I do a lot of this shit because like I'm like nigga, at the end of the day, you still competing for your mate's eye, nigga.
Facts.
You still competing for your mate's eye. Don't get it fucked up one way.
People lose sight of that in the relationship. Like that comfortability shit is real, cuz.
So like nigga, I go to the gym every Monday through Friday with a purpose. You hear me? Like I want to make myself feel better, but I also want my wife to know that hubby not going. I'm not letting myself get to the point where I wasn't anymore. None of that goofy shit. Like we gonna make sure.
I ain't gonna lie. I looked at a couple pics the other day because first place you notice is right in here. I was like, damn. I was tripping. Like, babe, why ain't you come at me? Like you supposed to gun a nigga because that's gonna motivate.
Right.
Some niggas might want to break up with their girl. Like, nah, man, that bitch hurt my feelings, man. Nah, dog. Let me know. Like, babe, I ain't gonna lie. Like. You know, your belt, you had to put another hole in your belt. Like, oh,
it looked like it hurt to breathe. Like, that's what I was on some shit.
Nigga climbing these steps in this joint. Niggas is just grabbing their chest like, oh, shit. Like, nah.
That's what I'm saying, man, you know. But at the same time, like Chef said, man, you want to do it for yourself, but you also want to make sure that you, even when you're in that relationship, that you still got to understand that you are competing for your mate's eye. So you want to make sure that you stay, grown and sexy.
And since we talking about that, man, how do you keep that flame in a relationship? Actually, because we all been with our ladies for years. I think it's been like 6 years for me.
Yeah.
And don't get it twisted. Sometimes the flame goes out a little bit and then it rekindles. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I definitely have waves in my situation.
What do you call it? Seasons.
Yeah,
seasons. Like it's definitely seasons.
I have seasons. Like
seasons.
Definitely have.
It happens when you got kids and stuff, man. Because you be in parent mode 24/7.
And sometimes you be going through other shit like you trying to financially pull some things and like so. You know what I mean? But like I said, sometimes some people have seasons, but some people need more consistency. Some people have seasons and never even get back. Like, because I don't know about you. Like, it's not for me. Like right now, I don't know. Sex isn't as much as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? In my relationship,
that happens.
But I feel like it's just a season for me. Like I go through waves. Like I go through waves where I be like, I be wanting my situation. Oh yeah, let's get it. Yeah. And then I go through waves where I be like, my mind just be. But I still be I still be present in the relationship.
Right.
Like I'm more attracted than ever. You know what I mean, to my woman. but it's not necessarily a physical thing at the moment. It's
Man, when you got them kids, man, you still gotta go out on dates, man.
Like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's you. You always said that. You always say you getting that time or whatever.
You got to,
but that keep it a bean. That's where I personally feel like I be slipping. Like with so much shit going on, like you having to worry about the kids and doing this and doing that and trying to get the podcast and just life in general. A lot of times, like you're made to go by the wayside. And I know I'm big on this, and it's sad because like she'll ask for attention, whatever the case may be, and it's not in a way in which like I'm purposely like ignoring her. It's just like I got so much shit going on, and I'm like my mind's all over the place. But it's like when G said it. Well, it might have been a couple episodes ago when he was like making a purpose to like do the whole date thing. Like I've been really like you got to kind of make a date thing, and it's like when it's big is you really need that babysitter.
Hell yeah. Though the crazy thing about them dates though,
it'd be huge, bro.
Crazy thing about them dates, because you be parents all day. You try and get out. You be tired as shit on that day.
Yeah,
both of y'all though. Y'all both like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm ready to go home, get into bed. But it's like, nah, you need that be out, whether you in a club, bar, whatever. You might have to just go down the city.
To eat. Yeah, just go.
You know what I'm saying? You can see some different stuff.
Like before we had the kids, our big thing was walking South Street. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't even know the last time we did that. But like shit like that would be so cool for us to do. But like you said, like man, I'd be so tired about trying to drive. Just the thought of driving down there, be like, fuck, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Even though I know like that's a big thing. Like we don't even be buying shit. Like we might stop at a little spot to eat. We used to go to Tootsie's or whatever. But like just anywhere to eat. But just walk the strip. Like we ain't really looking to shop or anything. We might stop in a couple spots.
Right.
But just more or less we just want to cruise the block. Cars are driving up and down. We when it's a nice night, we ain't letting it get too cold or anything. And then we'll jump right back on the highway and come to the crib.
I feel like that's more important for the women only because the women are more on parent mode than dudes are. Not to say that dudes ain't dads and involved, but women are more in tune with that mommy life.
Facts.
And it's hard for them to turn that off sometimes. Like they're constantly thinking about the kids and dinner and laundry and whatever else they gotta be doing.
That's 100% fact.
You gotta be able to get them to break out of that from time to time. That way you kind of can enjoy each other's time and presence, man.
That's 100% facts. And I know a lot of times that's where I be slipping. Like I ain't never claimed to be perfect, but that's where that's where and that's the part where I slip at the crib, and that's where I gotta pick it up myself on, But being able to recognize that and keep it going is where it's at. Because like you said, there's seasons, but I ain't never have a down sex season, Chef. I'm
always ready to go. You touch my leg, nigga, ready to go.
I'm always ready to go.
Like, all right, what's up?
I can be mad and I'm ready to go.
Hell yeah. You be like, hell no, I don't want to, but then nigga, that's a couple of times you be like, you want to? Nope. 5 minutes later, I'm creeping back up the steps. I changed my mind, babe. Like, I'm up here. What's up?
Like I think that's the only season of mine that doesn't change as of now. You know what I mean?
What?
The whole sex
season.
Yeah, I'm always on.
Niggas is always ready.
I'm
to go.
always in summertime.
Always on go, huh?
I'm always in summertime. I ain't never in winter.
This nigga's crazy, cuz. Always ready to go.
Yeah, I'm always ready to go.
But what's that mean? You be doing every night?
Hell no, hell
that shit
no.
Ain't happening.
Nah, I ain't saying that at all. I said I'm always ready to go. Just because Aaron's ready to go doesn't mean my wife is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you. So you ready to go every night?
I mean, if need be, yeah.
Okay.
Put me in, coach. You know what I mean? I'm always ready. You know what I'm saying?
But we gonna switch it up, man. That next topic was good because it's the holiday season.
Yeah.
And this might change the tune a little bit for some people, but are people really out here letting their kids still believe in Santa Claus, man, Easter Bunny and all this fake shit that goes around? You think it's beneficial? Because some people like to say, oh, you robbing that kid of their childhood or whatever and all that. And I don't know if I agree with that shit no more, man. I feel like if we were kids, if we knew that Santa Claus wasn't real and realized that it was our parents going hard as shit for us, like you might have, not to say we ain't respect our parents and all that and appreciate them, but you might have appreciated them a little more knowing that, damn, that was mommy and daddy getting me these gifts.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy because holiday, they be with the pictures and all that. Like, I'm starting to get over that shit, man. Like, for real.
It's funny because my daughter, like, my kids believe in Santa, but I don't think my daughter really, like, I think she's playing me and my wife.
As far as believing in Santa?
Yeah, I think she's at the age where you kind of start to realize Santa's not real, but I think she's going along with it. just because she knows she's gonna get whatever she wants when she plays along with it.
Right.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah, nah, they definitely smart. They smart as hell.
Like, she's too smart not to know Santa's not real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just be like, the stuff that she says and the way she moves, it's just funny. Like, Rhea is just like, she's comical. So I'm like, maybe you don't believe in Santa, but you just playing this, or you still really believe
parents
in
be trying to not to tell their kids, but they don't know is shit. Their kids' friends is telling them at school.
Facts,
like, they be trying to tell them, like, nigga, you still believe in Santa Claus? Or you tripping? Coming at them and shit. Like,
so you don't tell your kids about Santa?
I haven't yet, but I'm ready to. That's a conversation though I gotta have with my lady. Like, are you ready to tell them?
So your kids believe in Santa?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, they do. They don't really talk about him. Like, for real, they ain't like, oh, Santa Claus. They don't really be hyped to go take pictures and worried about all that. Like,
my
Christmas time, they might make cookies and, leave them out and all that. But I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like we've been conditioned for that bullshit. Like, I don't really think we should continue that.
I just think it's part of the season, to be honest. Like, as far as the whole... I mean, the picture thing is kind of overblown, but, like, I like the whole idea of... Because you really don't know what your kid wants, so I like the whole, hey, write Santa, what, you know what I mean, write a letter out to Santa.
Man, I just like the tradition.
Season. Yeah, I like the whole season.
Ain't nothing wrong with
I like the tradition, you know what I mean? Like, me personally, I think back to when I was young.
Yeah.
And up until the point, like, I believed that it was a Santa, like, that shit was exciting, man. It was, you know what I mean? It was a good thing. I felt like, it was... I thought it was a good thing, man. I'll always remember those memories. You know what I mean? That's just,
I'm just big on tradition. I think, like, even with the,
and I feel like we're losing tradition nowadays. Like, nobody cares about nothing.
Down out there right now.
It sounded crazy outside.
But I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we gotta educate our kids a little more on what the holidays really mean.
I mean, once they get to an age, I'm 100% with you. Once they get to an age, and then they start breaking it down. But like, MJ's older than X.
Yeah.
So are you gonna be mad if MJ tells X before X is, you know what I mean? Like,
hell no.
Like, I don't know how I feel if Rhea told AJ. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for me, I don't want my kids, like, some of these kids are spoiled as shit, man. Like, I don't want my kids to think that it's always about receiving a gift.
Nah, right.
Like, for real, it shouldn't always be about, oh, I want this, or you ain't get me this, or you ain't get me that. Keep it a bean, though. When we were kids, if you ain't get what you wanted, you was hurt.
Hell yeah.
That shouldn't be like that. Like, you shouldn't be like that, man. Like, you get shit all year round. I
never get what I wanted, nigga.
Exactly. Like, you shouldn't feel that way, man. These kids are spoiled as shit. Like, you should at least educate them. Like, it's about giving. Like, I try to teach MJ, and I ain't trying to be all like, we perfect, but I try to let him know, like, listen, we gonna find some toys to give away to somebody. Like,
100% on that.
You know what I mean?
Though.
Like,
100%
go through your toy box, pick out 5 toys that you want to give away. And he'll pick out the broke up the car with 2 wheels.
At least one good toy.
Yeah, but
he ain't giving up nothing he want.
One good toy.
Kids got 3 bins full of toys on every room in the house.
But even with that, I make it seem like it's like a holiday tradition thing where it's about when Santa comes in, he's going to need space to put your new stuff.
Right. Nah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean? To put your new stuff, so we got to get rid of some of your old stuff. So that's the way I paint it with my kids. So, now they're big on that. Like, my daughter's big on giving anyway, because, like, since she was probably AJ's age, like, me and Eric have been big on, like, teaching her how to be willing to give. And look, some of these people aren't as fortunate as you, so let's give away some stuff. I mean, we've given away brand new toys, like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, hell yeah.
Because it's like, it gets to a point where, like, when you got, we're blessed enough to have both grandparents on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Both grandpops, grandmoms, granddad. You know what I'm saying? Great grands. Yeah. So, like, our kids are super spoiled.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it gets to a point where, like, AJ had toys and he ain't even open. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, somebody's not fortunate enough to get a toy, period. Why keep, you know what I'm saying? Why keep them all to yourself? Let's start to distribute and be like on some shit like Jesus. Like, that will show what the holidays really for.
Can I tell you something? I didn't buy my son anything last year for Christmas.
Yo, we don't have to no more. Like, our dead ass don't have to.
Right.
All the gifts he get from everybody else, like you said, I probably ain't bought him shit.
I didn't buy shit for Christmas. I didn't buy him nothing for Christmas.
Yeah,
and he still got mad shit, right?
Super shit, like,
exactly.
Yeah. I could just imagine. That
take a step back. You know what I mean?
That joint probably look crazy.
He had two Christmases.
It's crazy,
looking crazy.
He had a little mini joint, or if you want to call it mini, at my crib, and then you already know at his mom's. what kind of Christmas he had.
Oh yeah. It's going down.
Oh yeah, it went down in Miss Tony's crib. I already know that joint look crazy. That joint look crazy over that joint. I already know that. But you know how we're big on Christmas because we do our Christmas brunch every Christmas.
Right.
So like one of the big traditions is we wake up early, make sure the kids get their gifts, get it open, whatever the case may be. So by the time we have guests over the house, they already done open up their gifts and things of that nature. And one thing my wife's big on is the kids are allowed one big gift a year. Like one big gift. And big gift doesn't mean it has to be like a big size. It's just more like anything probably over $100-$200. You get one of those. Like maybe a gift that's over $100. You get one. Or it might not even be $100. Maybe anywhere from $50 to $100 might be the one gift you get, and that's your big gift. Everything else be little trinkets.
So
and shit like that.
You run with the Santa thing, right?
I run with the Santa. I run with the Easter.
So if your kid is bad, why don't you just get him a bag of charcoal?
It's funny because my wife tells me a story about her brother one year for Christmas got bags of charcoal from their aunt. Broke his spirit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Can you just imagine, bro? I don't care if you don't believe in Santa. As a kid, can you imagine getting a bag of charcoal?
Get them niggas a bag of charcoal, man.
Nah, but the thing is, like, even when our kids are acting
that's the whole thing. Is Christmas is supposed to be a reward for good behavior for the whole year.
So has your kid ever been to the point where you don't want to reward him at the end of the year?
I mean, my kid is little. He hasn't got to the point where I feel like he, deserves a reward or don't.
Right.
My kid don't even really care about Christmas.
Right. My daughter, he's not
at the age yet. MJ's probably at the age now where
he cares.
He
cares.
Christmas is big. My daughter's already talking about Christmas now.
Like, you know how I be though. You tell your kid, if you be good, you'll get it for Christmas. For me, man, me personally, me and my lady ain't on the same page about this. Like, she's big on Christmas. She wants to buy everybody gifts, and she got mad at me last year because I'm not big on that. Like, I don't care about buying everybody gifts. I ain't about to break the bank on Christmas. I hate that shit. Like, Christmas is, you be out at the malls and all that. That joint be bananas, nigga. Like, I'm good. Like,
I don't even like shopping, but my wife's on the same tip as your girl. I'm not into buying everybody
I'm
gifts.
the worst. I won't buy anything.
I'm legit, and I mean,
I tell people don't buy me nothing because I'm not buying you nothing.
Right. That's the only way you can get away with it. Don't buy me shit.
Don't buy me shit.
You don't even tell them you ain't buying them shit. You just tell them don't buy me shit.
Right.
You know what that means. That's universal. That means
but there's certain, like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. There's certain people in our household that don't live there that are automatically gonna get shit. You know what I'm saying? And I've become accustomed to it. And it is what it is.
You know how it is. Like, Diane's buying Erica something. She's buying Ray and AJ something. Y'all
and
vice versa buying MJ and X something.
But what I'm saying is, like, it was different when, like, I was able to do a little more and able to finagle money a little differently. But, like, we grandparents and great grands, and I'm like, bruh, like, I'm tired of buying adult shit.
Right.
Like, that's what it really comes down to. Like, I don't, like, the kids I get. You know what I mean? I get my godson something, whatever the case may be, things of that nature. I got my,
But you're missing the point. You're really missing the point. I missed the point, like I said. We're all missing the point. What's the point what Mark said it's about?
The kids.
It's about,
educating them on what it really is.
No, not even that. It's just about thinking of other people than yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And buying them something.
You're right.
And saying, I care about you.
Right.
I love you.
Right.
Grandma, here goes a Christmas gift.
Right.
I love you. I took the time out just to think about what I would get you, what would be good for you, or what you need, or what's special from me to you.
Don't get me wrong.
You know what I mean? That's really the whole message with Christmas. That, you know what I mean? Because let's be honest, like, as we got older, like, some people just don't take the time out to still, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you. Everybody's different. Some people are better at it than others. But me personally, like, there's times I go so long without, like, talking to my grandma. And it's like, that's one of, like, the closest people to me, you know what I mean? Or my mom. And just don't take the time just
I'm guilty of that too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
To say, I thought about you. I love you.
You gotta find ways to do it. Like even if a text man, niggas might say, oh, that's disrespectful. You should go over there.
You know what I mean? Like, the holiday is supposed to bring your family.
Text,
my grandma's still hip with the text.
My nana texts me all the time.
That's what the holidays are really just for, is to just bring your family together. Because let's be honest,
don't get together like
families don't get together like that no more.
We was young boys, cuz at my nana's, nigga.
Yeah.
Christmas Day, you were there. Like, you weren't nowhere else. You weren't scattered around. You were at her crib, and it was gifts for everybody.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's kind of why we started the whole Christmas breakfast tradition. Like, we're going on like 8 years.
Even Thanksgiving ain't the same no more. Like, and it's, you know what I mean? You know.
Weird? Do y'all feel like Thanksgiving's overlooked now because kids are so focused on Christmas?
No, I love Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah, that's my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Even to get together with friends. Like, I think, did we have Thanksgiving at my
say
crib?
that, bro. Thanksgiving might be my favorite holiday too.
Did we have Thanksgiving at my crib? I don't remember, but long story short.
Friendsgiving.
All right, yeah. Long story short, we talking all this shit about not buying. Niggas is still going out there and buy. You just ain't gonna be happy about it. You know what I mean? Like, like I said last year, I was mad. Wasn't happy about it. You know, spent a little more money than I wanted to. But
I don't
still
know,
ended
man.
up
I
buying
just feel
shit.
like shit's different. Shit's different nowadays.
Shit is definitely different.
Like, it's way different. Like, we don't really value friendships. No, like this, just keeping it a beam with you. Motherfuckers don't value family. Family don't mean shit. I can't tell you how many people that tell me, man, I don't give a fuck about my family. I hate my family.
I see people post shit like that. Like,
I think that's why holidays are kind of like slipping by the wayside.
I hear a lot of that.
The end of the year holidays are really the family holidays. Your
Right,
Thanksgiving,
right.
your Christmas.
I hear a lot of that.
Or the family holidays. And they seem like, even, to be honest, even Christmas is kind of taking a little spill as far as being as big as it used to be.
Nothing's as big as it used to be.
But is it like that because we're adults and we don't see it as we
no, man. Like you said, we ain't valuing the friendship and the relationships. I think it's just, like you said, Chef, the lack of value, man. Valuing these relationships with people. Niggas definitely don't get together like that no more. Yeah. Parents ain't everybody. Like, we grew up, niggas grew up with all their cousins and all that. Some of our kids don't know their cousins.
Nah,
like that.
That's 100%.
That's part of our fault, but you know, but at the same time,
man, it's part of everybody's fault. Like, we don't value relationships no more, and a lot of it is because the internet.
Right.
There's a lot of things, but like,
because you can see them all year on social media, and but like you feel like you don't gotta go around on the holidays.
That's pulling us apart. Like, the way things are designed is to pull us apart. Like, there's no unity no more. Like, people don't care about people.
Niggas definitely gotta start putting their families first,
bro.
Man.
We don't even, like, you know what I mean. Like, we don't. Not only do we not hang with our families, but we don't value our friendships no more. Like, people don't hang out. Like, I remember back in the day, like, my mom and them used to always, like, if they had boyfriends and, you know what I mean, they would have gatherings, like how we used to get together.
Kids
like,
would be in the room playing.
Like, now,
no more.
Now everybody just be like, man, I'm too tired, man. I got my kids. Like, when's the last time we all got together and just shot the shit?
We went bowling a couple months ago. That was the last time. I was just talking to Diane about that the other day. Like, niggas ain't been out.
And when you say a couple months ago,
that was
and be honest with you, that's good for people's relationships to be able to get with your homies who are in relationships and you know what I mean, socialize amongst each other.
The thing that I always notice when you get around people is like, you know, everybody going through relationship shit, you know, and everybody be thinking that they shit is like, oh my God, I can't stand when this person does this. But then you get around your homies and they really, everybody dealing with the same shit. And then it makes you feel like, damn, I'll be tripping. I'm tripping right now. That shit ain't that deep.
On both accords though, like male and female, like your female get around her friends and she like, man, well, they nigga doing the same shit. So maybe I'm tripping a little bit. And then we get around the homies and like, man, she was. Nigga, I deal with that every day. Well, maybe
the girl
she
do that too. Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it helps on both accords. Like, it just brings a little more reality to your relationship when you start seeing that people in relationships are going through the same shit you're going through.
Right.
Yeah, it's like it's no different than like if you want to be rich, you put yourself around rich people.
Facts.
If you want healthy relationships, put yourself around people who have healthy relationships.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? We just don't. I mean, I know this is going way off the holiday topic.
Nah, because we talked about that. We was talking about the marriage shit too. Like, that's coming right into
it's
play.
Just like, we just don't. I don't know, man. Everything is just shit's crazy, man. Like, I really need to make some changes in like the type of shit I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's okay to hang out with family and friends.
Like you said, everybody only get together when somebody die, man. Like, that's just crazy, cuz like.
Yeah,
it's just it's a mindset. You know how people say, "Oh, blood's thicker than water," and some people hate their family. Some people don't get along with their family, and their family might be hating on them. But you can't think.
I hate people who think like that.
Like, I mean,
regardless, family is family to me.
Yeah. That's all the people that's gonna be there for you at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, like family is family to me.
Yeah, but nah, with Thanksgiving coming up, niggas definitely got to get together and do something. But let's wrap it up as far as holidays go. So you yay or nay with letting your kids know about the
It's coming soon. Put it like that. My that conversation's coming. For
Yeah,
MJ.
MJ's 5. He only got another year or two
it's
before.
coming.
My daughter's 7. My daughter's 7, bro.
7 is over.
That's why I said my daughter's 7. That's why I feel like she's pulling a shenanigan on us. That's why I said that. She's 7. I really feel like she's pulling the wool over me and my wife's eyes, and she really knows about Christmas already.
She does.
That's what I really feel like.
Bro, she does. Come on.
Like she's in second grade. Like somebody in second grade said something about Christmas, and if not yet, by the time Christmas comes, somebody gonna say
Bro, I
something.
only believed in Santa to maybe kindergarten.
Nah, my kids believing. You hear me?
Yeah, believing. Nah, I don't. Yeah, you're right. They don't believe. They just enjoy. They're going with the flow.
They're going with the flow.
If y'all gonna keep faking it to me, they gonna keep going with the flow.
Because I'm gonna keep it up. Like,
Because be honest, my first, second grade, I used to hear my parents downstairs rapping the gifts.
Right.
Nah,
right.
yeah, say yeah.
Nigga, I was opening my gifts
Yeah.
and re-rapping them and
Yeah,
putting them
I'm
back
trying to tell
there.
you, like-
Niggas was going in their people's closet getting
you knew
gifts
exactly
out
where
early.
to go. You
This-
knew where to look.
This how
nigga.
big Christmas is around my crib, right? We had Elf on the Shelf, bro. You know
Ain't
what I'm
nothing
saying?
wrong with that,
And
though.
we move them every night. Like that's how big and like tradition we are with the holidays. Like we make it a big thing. Like 2 weeks before Christmas, that December, when December hits, that Elf on the Shelf actually comes to our house. You know what I'm saying?
And your kids think it's moving by itself.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
y'all tripping.
Like it moves from the tree to this place.
Yeah, I
to
don't do
place.
all
I
that
ain't doing
shit.
that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That
Bruh,
shit's
that's what I'm
creepy
saying,
to me.
like,
I ain't-
No, she enjoy it. Like it's a big thing for my daughter to wake up every morning to go
see
find
that-
where
yeah,
Elf came
yeah,
in.
yeah.
You know what I
Elf
mean?
on the shelf.
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
No, I'm trying
I
to tell
seen
you.
it. I ain't
Wait
never get it,
until wait until Xander gets old enough to, you know what I'm saying, and then you start introducing Elf on the Shelf. It's going to be an experience for him to wake up every morning to come find out where the elf came back, and because what he's doing is he's leaving to report to Santa how your day went. And that's kind of how that whole month of December you keep your kid in check.
Y'all go ham in that joint. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
bro.
Y'all
Like
go
that's what I'm
ham.
saying. I'm big
Who
on.
brought this technique? You or Erica?
I mean, it was a mutual thing, but I love it. Like to keep it a being, like that's what I'm saying. I'm big on the holidays. I'm even now, like Erica was kind of like thrown off when I was like, yo, when you go to Home Goods or whatever, check for some candles. What's like. She said, "What you want candles for?" I said, "It's the hot time of the year. You want to get them holiday scents in your crib, you know,
Yeah,
them
it's that
cinnamon
time of
scents,
year.
and you know, like you know what I mean. It's fall. I want
Nah,
that.
I ain't gonna lie. I put lights up in Christmas.
I
We
love
put our
holiday
stockings
season.
up and all
Listen,
Yeah,
that.
you want them scents in the
that's
air.
the
like
only time I
Thanksgiving
listen
coming
to the
around.
radio. Power 99 switch over, start playing.
You hear that Boyz II Men, John?
Hell yeah.
Or you hear the
Right,
the
right.
Temptations.
Right.
Oh, you gotta go with the Temptations.
The night before
Yeah.
Christmas.
I ain't going front. You ain't making that, Joe. You ain't really from the hood. You ain't like the Christmas holiday.
Yeah,
I
guy.
ain't hates Christmas music. I be nigga out right
that
on
nigga had
Pandora, nigga. Put the
I
Bose
don't hate
speaker
Christmas
on.
music. I hate the way my wife plays it.
Nah,
my
I-
wife plays Christmas music now.
I'm gonna hold. I ain't playing it now, but I play it throughout the crib. Like, don't get it twisted. And I'm singing with it too. Like, I'm
my wife and my daughter are so hype about Christmas. I'm talking about they play Christmas music now. Like they was riding to school to one day and they called me. They playing Christmas music, and I'm like, bruh, it's October.
right.
Like, come on, man.
Nah, I want to get in the habit of like just trying to give back around the holiday season, man. Teach my kids that, because I don't want them to think it's always about giving. Because you gotta think, man, they get shit all year round. Cause like, I don't want them to get in that habit of doing that. I don't even want to get in the habit of just going out and breaking the bank for Christmas, just feeling like you need to because you feel like you should get somebody something or you'll have that guilt trip. Nah, I don't want to think like that. But
especially now, cause like you know, Aaron's birthday's in December, so I'm like,
oh yeah,
when that nigga get older. Like, come on, cuz I'm not doing this. Like, we not doing this every year. Then you want us to break apart.
People, unfortunately, people, if your birthday's in December, you've been screwed.
Facts.
You ain't getting 2 gifts around here. Like, I'm sorry, it is what it is. And if your shit's right after Christmas, if your shit might be in that first or second week of January, you probably still ain't getting 2 gifts. Unfortunately, blame your parents. It ain't our fault, man.
I get that, man. I'm listen.
Man, we already on the topic, dog. Like we said, we wanted it to be organic. We basically talking about it. We was just talking about the marriage shit. Like, we might as well just keep it flowing. Like, we already here.
I mean, go ahead.
Ain't no need. Like, niggas just talking about.
Nah, you right.
Niggas start seeing the benefits of getting married. Like, I like you said, Chef, you didn't always see those benefits. You didn't always feel like, but I ain't gonna lie, I didn't always either. You know, when niggas is growing up, I ain't getting married. You know what I mean? Like, now it's like, niggas really want to be married, man. Like, there's certain blessings that come with getting married.
I've kind of let negativity seep in over the years. You know, seeing just only spotlighting out the bad relationships I've seen.
Facts.
But not highlighting the good relationships I see. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it ain't even about the relationship, dog. Like sometimes it's just about, like you said, the blessings that come, man. Like there's certain things that happen in your life when you start doing the right thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Doors start opening up for you, opportunities start, and it's like not saying they all gotta be career or financial, just certain things start happening, man. That's just like, you see the benefits and there's perks of being married.
You receive the energy you put out.
Facts. You know? And there's definitely perks in marriage, and I'm not saying perks as far as like you said, financial perks or things of that nature, but like when you put out good aura, bro, it comes back to you. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So like, doing the right thing and being right by your mate, male or female, because don't get it twisted, just as many men that don't like the whole idea of marriage as women.
There's a lot of women nowadays. And that's surprising because we're used to marriage just being a woman. What marriage? I hear a lot of women say now, man, I ain't getting married, or been married and say I'm not getting remarried. Yeah,
I mean, but like you said, I think a lot of them were kind of on that that same wavelength as you. Was like they only see the negative when it comes to marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's just negativity, period, man. Yeah. Like
there's negatives in relationships, period. Yeah. But like when G's was saying before we got on air about, the benefits that come with marriage and how like it just comes with a certain different type of blessing. Like I think it's true. Like I 100% think it's true. Like from where me and my woman started as just dating to where we're at now as being married and the blessings that we receive from being married, I can't say nothing more than that.
Let me ask you this. Now that you've been married for a while, you got kids, do you feel like you should have got married before you had kids?
No. I think the marriage is a little more organic the way it came. Like Araya wasn't like something that was a hurdle that wasn't that blocked our marriage. Cause like Araya, we got married maybe like a year after Araya was born or so, or something like that.
Yeah. Araya was young. She was small.
Like she was still young, but I mean, I don't see why it would change anything. Like
I'm just asking.
I don't see why.
Because
what
they say, like
period.
They say that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get married first and then have kids. I'm just asking you. Now you know what you know. Yeah. Do you wish you would have did it that way, or do you see like was it more beneficial to do it that way, or? Like you said, you feel like it's more organic the way it is. I feel that way too. Like if it's more organic, like this came naturally.
I mean, it's just, like naturally it came the way it came. I mean, we were together for a while before, like we did get married. But when Araya came, it was kind of like, I mean, it was the next step. Like we're playing house. You know what I'm saying?
Let
like
me ask you something. So you said it didn't change anything, like. To me, a good marriage shouldn't change much.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? Is that true? Do you believe in that?
Yeah. I do. Like, I don't see where it would change, though, even when you get married.
Other than you just committing yourself, you know what I mean, to one another. I don't think anything should change, but I always hear people say...
Marriage changed people.
Yeah, and I guess those are bad situations. Yeah. Then.
Like, to be honest, like, marriage shouldn't change.
We need some feedback on that, from marriage.
Marriage
like, how did your marriage change?
Yeah,
how did it change? Like, if it did
if it did change, it's anything it's in the positive.
Like, for you to be marrying somebody, they should already be treating you at the level of respect that you obviously... Like
I see, that's a very good point. Like
you feel what I'm saying? If you're even going to consider marrying somebody,
some people might be getting married thinking that level of respect is going to come
up.
You after you get married. No, it should already
you shouldn't marry somebody that you don't feel is like treating you how you feel you should be treated.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Facts. That's
like I would never.
It's going to change as soon as you say I do. Y'all going to get home.
Yeah, I would never marry somebody hoping that.
But I think me marrying them is going to
turn them into somebody that they're not.
Like they think that if they marry a toad, it's going to turn into a prince. Like, and I mean, it sounds
on some real shit.
Like on some real shit. Like you knew this was a toad ass nigga before you got with him.
Right.
I mean, you've been with him 5-6 years, and like. There's nothing in his 5-6 year track record that made you feel like he'd be a good husband. You feel what I'm saying? But yet, because he pulled a rock out on you, you're gun ho on it. Like, you know what? We can work it out.
And probably he wasn't the one to pull the rock out. She probably pressured him into pulling the rock out.
Right.
Or his infidelities did. Because that's what I see.
Right, nigga. Once a nigga mess up, nigga, that's the first thing he thinking about.
Let me marry her, man. She a good woman. I fucked up. Like. If it ain't organic, like I said, if it's not, but that's some toad ass behavior for real, like, cause like I'm gonna just be an example for you. Like, me and my woman we done took all the steps to what marriage would look like anyway. You know what I'm saying? We moved out on our own. We're playing house. We had our first child. Like, finances are kind of already intertwined.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Like. It's we're past the point of like trying to hide finances from each other.
Yeah.
Like kind of finances are kind of already entwined. Nigga, we're doing everything marriage people are doing.
Yeah.
I seen somebody post the other day talking about they don't care how much in love they are. They ain't sharing bank accounts with their significant other.
Blasphemy.
I understand not sharing bank accounts, but not sharing the information. It's like, what are you doing? Like, how you creating I don't know what kind of wealth y'all trying to create.
So that means
me and my lady are trying to create generational wealth. Like, we talk about these conversations. Like, it's on us as parents now. We got 2 kids. Obviously, we're gonna be grandparents and great grandparents. Hopefully, one day.
Right.
It's up to us to create that generational wealth. So why would we not talk about our finances together? I'm not saying we got joint accounts, but at least talk where each other are at financially. Like, some people don't even want to share that information.
I mean,
like,
I have a joint account with my wife, and I have a separate account.
Yeah, but but she knows how she knows what
like,
your financial
that's
situation
where I'm kind of
is.
at. Like, I would have a joint account with my wife, or you know what I mean.
I mean, but this is the point in which I want a lot of our listeners to understand why I have both accounts. Because when you have a joint account, you can never surprise, and only as a joint account, you can never surprise your mate. You can never surprise them. So, like, I have a separate account, so holidays come, birthdays come.
You can make purchases, and she doesn't know about them. You can make purchases and surprise your mate, and not and they can't, and they're not playing detective. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the main reasons why I keep a separate account. You know what I'm saying? There's other things. I mean, and plus, there's still my student loans and shit that come out of my one account.
Right.
And
that she ain't responsible for.
That's not.
But is there things that you might purchase for yourself that you won't tell your wife about?
I mean, yeah.
What do you mean?
As far as what do you mean? Like everyday things? Yeah. Like I use my account for everyday things, of course. But like if you're talking about like big purchases. It would be
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Because a big purchase would be seen at the crib.
Like if your shorty see that you was out at the bar and you was swiping at the bar and all that.
No, not even that. Because I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of things like, you know what I mean? You want to hide from your
That's a problem. You shouldn't be trying to hide.
Yeah.
Man, you got to go into that relationship with everything on the table, man. That's the only time it's going to work.
I'll be honest. That's when marriages is best. Like when everything's exposed and everything is open. And like even now, like we've been married 6 years and we're still exposing ourselves.
It's been 6 years.
Yeah,
let me take that magnet off my fridge, man.
And we're still exposing ourselves to more information. Like you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not like once you're married, everything's exposed. Like we're still in it. I mean, we're still young in it, to be honest, because that's really no time.
Yeah.
But like we're still exposing and peeling. It's like marriage is like an onion, bro.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean.
Peel layers.
You're
back.
still every year you're peeling new layers back. You're getting to know each other a little better. Things of that nature. But yeah, like I mean,
my wedding's coming up, man.
Yeah, if you're not willing to expose yourself and be honest, finances would definitely be a deal breaker in a marriage. So if you're not willing to be 100% with your finances and come to the table, because you might be a big spender and they might be the frugal person, so that frugal person might want to handle the finances a little more. Because if you out here doing a little too much with that spending, and now we late on mortgage, we late on this because you're doing a little too much of that goofy ass spending, that's where a lot of the hardships come in. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, today's topics was serious, man. I hope y'all like this. Give us some feedback.
Yeah, it looks like we're right on about the clock.
Mm-hmm. Yo, we need feedback from all the listeners. Like everybody,
man, we need to figure out how to go live.
We're gonna go live, but I'm talking about the people that want to be on the show. They say they want to come in. Give us feedback in the comments. Engage in some conversation.
A lot of people hit me saying they want to come.
Yeah, if you can engage in some comments and we see that you got some good topics to talk about, then we'll consider bringing. And
we're gonna try to go live, man. In the next,
we're
gonna try to go live in the next week or two. Get that Facebook up and see if we can go live and get some callers and some messages on the message board. Get somebody that had the laptop up here and kind of, I mean,
I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna that all the way.
We'll get some messages.
Maybe we won't do that on a Sunday morning. Maybe we'll, like you said, we'll switch up.
We'll
maybe
do that on
a weeknight. Maybe we'll do that on the Wednesday that we normally drop.
Yeah,
we might be able to do that next week because I have the football game.
Sunday. Yeah. That's cool. That might work.
Something out like that.
Either way, man, keep liking, keep subscribing. Our first episode got over 300 views, so that's dope to me, man.
Yeah, man. We're definitely moving in the right direction.
Keep liking, man.
Hey, if you're inboxing us, don't get it twisted. We see it. We might not get a chance to comment or whatever the case may be on personal inboxes, but like G said, just make sure you're engaging in the comments. If you got a comment, don't inbox us. Put it right on the page.
Yeah, we want.
You know what I'm saying? We want the world to see.
And
what
we
want to
hear the feedback, man. If you want to give us feedback and tell us you don't fuck with our shit, let us know.
Hey, man, listen.
Them haters is out there for
all
sure.
publicity is good publicity,
I want to
man.
know.
I'm cool with whatever way you want to take it.
You don't fuck with the podcast because you don't fuck with me. That's cool. Let me know.
That is. I told y'all what somebody said to me. But
yeah, hey, listen, man. I ain't tripping. Like, I think it's all blessings up. You know what I mean? Bless the person who said whatever they said, too.
Right.
You know what I mean? More blessings to you, more life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we out of here, man.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, slap the sponsor on Brownstone Media Group. Media company. You know how that goes. Wall to wall green screen. Any of your multimedia needs, holla at my man Maddie. Holla at Chef Mauve.
Yes, sir.
You already know we gonna put the sponsor right there. That'd be kind of cool if you could put it there when I said that. That'd be kind of dope. Yeah. I feel like we got a production team that's actually working and moving, so that'd be kind of dope. Hey, anything else y'all guys need? Y'all see it on the page, man. And we out of here. Dollar Boys,
take me out.